Okay, so this video is called I'm an Incel, Ask Me Anything. And if you don't know what an Incel is, it's basically someone who claims that they can't get girls no matter how hard they try. I guess I haven't been an Incel since I was like a young teenager, but after I lost my virginity, I didn't really have problems. But let's see what this dude's talking about.
Things tend to go a little different around here.
We pimpin'! I'm getting big money. Starting to get.
Summarize your opinion towards women.
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do think they are very important, but
they don't give me pussy, so I don't like them.
some topics are hard to approach.
More and more male hatred against women is rising up.
You might call this a new phenomenon. Either the subjects are inaccessible.
Dude, if you have to label yourself as an Incel, you need to just go out there and spit some game. Just hit up 100 girls, you'll at least get one of them.
So we found those subjects in person, rented a space in Hollywood,
Oh,
invited our audience, and any strangers.
Wow, they brought in an Incel. That's how
and asked
this happened.
them anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it just him?
Hey, I'm Brendio. I also go by Derek. I'm an Incel, and I'm here to answer people's questions about the topic.
Very curious.
I can start. Hi, how are you?
Oh wait, but they can't see each other.
I'm good.
So
She's
you're
cute.
an incel.
Yes.
Why would you ever sign up to do this?
I suppose I would want to give more of a positive light on this community, which is a very negative light upon it.
Okay. And do you think
This
that's a good thing?
community.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because a lot of the boys in this community aren't bad people.
But you acknowledge that a good handful of them are, right?
Not a good handful, I would say a small handful.
I didn't know they were bad people at all.
Hurt you, or what happened? What event sort of catalyzed this way of thinking and you getting into this kind of research?
Just couldn't get a girlfriend.
Society?
Do you hate women?
No.
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 Do you have
That's
a female role model in your life?
A female role model.
Yeah, like a mom or an aunt or a friend?
I mean, I love my mom. I wouldn't necessarily consider her a role model, but I do love her quite a bit.
If a woman was elected as president of the United States, how would you react?
I don't know. It probably would depend on the woman. I probably wouldn't be supportive of it, honestly, but
Why do you say that?
To each his own.
I do think that, men should be the leaders and women should be the caregivers and
So he's like old school with
the
it.
loving, supporting, and the teachers in some cases.
Since women of color or just women in general have been oppressed by certain systems and other oppressed communities, especially the LGBTQ+, all those don't really fit with the spectrum that incels or you have been talking about. So why do you think your method of thought would help fix what we have today?
That's a long question.
I probably wouldn't view the things you might view as oppression as oppression. I have a feeling.
Oh, she got offended as hell.
I would view it more as how we treat children that we love. We control them, but we control them lovingly, not as a slave, not as we're forcing them
She's
to
like, what
do
the fuck
things
is he
against
talking
their will.
about?
I would view it more as a loving domestic thing in the past. And I would say that if we were to do it in a civilized way, maybe in a more, even a Christian way, even though I'm not really advocating for a certain religion or ideology.
That's what it sounded like.
I would assume that women would probably be happier. And I wouldn't just assume that blindly, I would assume that based on the data that I have seen.
What data have you seen
I was
that
about to
has
say,
brought you
what
to this
data?
conclusion? Because I'm now curious where I can get this data from.
I couldn't reference it offhand, but I believe there was a study that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Okay. What do you
Just
think it is about
air
liberal
data.
areas that create behavior in women that you think is a problem?
Promiscuity leads to increased standards in more primitive aspects, such as looks, and that
What?
typically makes it harder for some people to find a relationship, including sometimes good-looking people. There's guys who are much better
like
looking
you?
than I am, who are having a really hard time finding someone in a place like LA or in London or in Auckland, New Zealand, but they probably would have a perfectly fine time finding a woman somewhere else.
So you think that
Sure.
promiscuity is the problem, and if people were more monogamous and more withholding, that would sort of fix society?
Yeah, I suppose people were more traditionalist.
there have been
That's
a
the
few mass
dumbest
shootings
shit
in
I've
the
ever
past
heard.
where these shooters actually stated that they were incels or were radicalized by online incels. What do you think about their actions?
I condemn their actions. I don't believe in
You
violence. I
better.
don't believe violence is the solution. I don't believe attacking random people is going to fix anything, whether they're
No shit.
women or men. I do think that the reason why they committed those actions was probably because of out of desperation or out of mental problems that probably could have been prevented had the right support was in their.
If they had a girlfriend, they wouldn't have shot people.
If people saw
It's
what
fucked
they were
up.
posting and saw what they were experiencing in life and did something to help them.
Was there like a pivotal moment in your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was, constant years of rejection in other aspects of my life. It did kind of push me towards more
Happens to everybody.
radical beliefs, but I suppose they're only like radical, but they're more just old beliefs, really.
No, it sounds like I had another like metaphor, like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not like one pivotal moment, but it sounds like a bunch of things built up over time.
Yeah.
One of
bunch
the
of
common
rejections.
criticisms about the incel community is that you feel entitled to sex or intimacy. Do you believe that you deserve sex or
Watch him say
intimacy
yes.
from a woman?
I think everybody at some level deserves someone that loves them and
Okay, we can
respects
agree on
them as
that.
long as you are also loving and respectful towards that person. They're
agree.
equal. You're not like seeking someone beyond yourself. You don't have like too high standards, I suppose.
If you can tell the world about something about being incel that that may not be in the internet or that's overlooked heavily, what would it be?
I don't know. I think it's
I watch a lot of
the
porn.
men are not inherently bad people. A lot of them are just lonely. They just need some help, really.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
Would
give you some
say that
pussy.
there's anything that other people can do to help guide or just support?
Just give men pussy more often.
The lonely person in your class or the lonely person in your workplace, maybe he's an incel and he's not letting you know and he's just kind of afraid to, he wants someone positive. Just be nice, say hi, try and make friends with him. You don't have to date him, you don't have to whatever, just, brighten up someone lonely's day, I suppose.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Okay.
You don't want to be an incel?
No.
Why not?
Well,
Who the
it's
hell
part
would
of the
wanna
whole
be?
involuntarily thing. I mean, you want to try and escape it. You want to be something
Escape
better.
it like it's a trap that you fell in.
Get a wife, get a girlfriend, get someone who loves you, spend your life with them, and be happy. And
What's one thing you wish people understood better about you?
I don't know. I guess I wish people would recognize
How beautiful I
how
am.
much effort I'm trying. I suppose. Like I'm working out typically daily. I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm out there job hunting actively.
Props for you.
I don't think people recognize how much effort the incels in general try to put into bettering themselves. I would say,
Not all of them do.
recognize their effort. They just assume that they're all like lazy and sad and angry at women and
A lot of them
giving
are.
up and things of that nature, I suppose.
She's like,
You don't have
okay.
to see the bad things in the world and then come out a bad person. You can just see the bad things in the world and then improve upon yourself because of them, I suppose.
Like most people.
So you do have hope.
Yeah, I have hope, yeah. I'm a very hopeful person, I suppose.
I won't lie, this went a lot differently than I thought it would. I thought we'd be yelling at each other,
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too. Thank you so much. Hello, thanks for watching the video.
Well, with all that being said, if you label yourself as an incel, my advice to you, I guess, would be just work on improving yourself, regularly and keep trying. Like, we all get fucking rejected and we all get, we all go through shit, but beating yourself up about it won't get you anywhere. I'm not even gonna roast the dude, hey, we all got our own little situation. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace out.